Hi, my name is Kunal Avanti and you're watching me on MissMalini.com. The album is actually going to be quite fun. It's a mix of various genres. We've got hip-hop, we've got soul, funk, a little bit of reggae, thrown in some Bombay elements. Got a little bit of Bollywood, not too much. It's got obviously some electronic layers to it because everything is going electronic now. Everything's about house music and dubstep. So we tried to, fuse all of these genres into one as much as we could. It's going to be a very fun listen. It's very different.
These days I feel a pain in my chest, obsessed with success, I'm just trying to do my best. I look around with the whole world stressed. If my home is in my head, then my room is just a mess. I never really understood politics, I'm on top of it. Try to put me down and go the opposite. I could rock and make hard like a soccer kick. Third world player, #1 is how I drop a hit.
It's just that I didn't really want to stick to one genre like hip-hop. The album is basically everything that's influenced me. And I think it's very important for an artist to listen to everything and not just one type of genre. So it's basically everything that I've heard, everything that I've liked, everything that's influenced me, and I've tried to bring it all together, with a little bit of balance. I can't remember the words, and even if I did, I wouldn't sing them because when you're writing at 16, it's a whole new world. But it was basically about how much she had helped the world and how people all around her, how inspired they were, and how people should act a little bit more like her and try to make it. That was pretty much the gist of it. Well, Network Privé, I've known these guys, Akash, Mikhail and Mehul, for a very long time. And they know that I was doing a lot of music, and they've heard a lot of the stuff that I was doing as well. I played them the album, and they're very keen to do something together. So initially the idea was to do something patriotic. We were fooling around with the idea of doing something with the national anthem, but obviously there are many legalities and hassles involved with doing something like that, and we wanted to stay away from that as much as we could. So the next best idea, which I think has worked out pretty well, was doing Honge Kamyab, because it still has that patriotic feeling, not too many hassles or legal issues with it. It's a poem that was translated from 1910, it went to 1960, it's been all around the world, from starting with We Shall Overcome, going to Honge Kamyab. It was translated in the 1960s, I believe, in Bengali at first, and then it came down to us. So it was pretty much an interesting song to pick up. Obviously we were a bit afraid, because there's so many sentiments attached to the song. We didn't want to piss people off. We tried to keep the sentiments intact. We tried to keep the feeling intact. The choice of using, a genre like hip-hop was a bit tricky, but we just thought it would add a nice international edge to it. We wanted it to be appealing to today's youth. It's such a beautiful song, it's such beautiful words. We kept the feeling intact, and we wanted it to appeal to Indians all over the world, basically, not just Indians over here. We had to be with the times, have it kind of edgy at the same time. Well, we were fortunate enough to tie up with Magic Bus Foundation. Magic Bus India Foundation for Children, and these guys do an incredible amount of work for the children and keeping them off the street. We were approached by many other brands, because of the value of the song and the kind of reach that it would have to, basically just sell the song out straight. But we found that this was the best way to actually give back to the country, to the community. The song is about, children. The song is about future. The song is about succeeding, and these guys are the ones who are going to do it next. So we tied up with Magic Bus and a few other partners, in fact, who were very important in bringing this whole thing together. And we decided to shoot at the Magic Bus India Foundation with about 150 to 200 kids. So basically we shot on location. We took a lot of favors, our friends, directors, cinematographers, all of that, and we put it all together. It was tricky, but 2 days shoot, 2.5 days shoot with 150 screaming kids in crazy conditions, but we pulled it off.
Hi, my name is Mehul. I am from Network Privé. You're watching me on MissMalini.com. Well, this is possibly our newest vertical in the music space, and we really believe in Kunal as an artist. We have known him for quite some time now, and we have been trying to do something with him for almost a year, and we mutually agreed upon this opportunity, and we said we can't definitely let this go. Let's create a track which we believe in stands for today's India, for today's youth, and it's, I think, our own version of Honge Kamyab. which has been there in several languages all over the world for many years. And that's how I think we came together and we started the whole project.